Okay. Yeah, let's start the meeting. Guys, welcome to the uh, 23rd June SIG Windows weekly meeting. This meeting will be recorded, so please adhere to CNCF code of conduct. Oh, this is the meeting agenda, so feel free to update or add the project you're working on. Um, First of all, the agenda for the 1.37 release, cap already freezed, and we are about 1 month away for the code freeze. And the release is about August 26th, 27th, this time schedule. Um, for this part for the works we have tried to push in 1.37 in CPU memory affinity, but we will have to postpone to target to the next release. So the current state for that CPU memory affinity is that I'm adding the CPU affinity test, send another iteration to add more test coverage. Currently, this PR is still under review. This is the second link I'm talking about. And also, I have a proposal to update some logic for CPU for memory manager to follow the decisions made from CPU manager, and also do the bookkeeping correspondingly, so that hopefully memory manager can provide a relatively correct hint to a topology manager to help topology manager to make the right decision. Basically, the idea is that memory manager will provide hint, and also that means suggestions to a topology manager and the CPU manager to make the right decision. But after the decision is made from topology manager and and the CPU manager, the memory manager will just follow the decision instead of doing its own decision, which will make the CPU manager to be out of sync with the memory, which will make the memory manager be out of sync with the CPU manager. For Windows Node, the tricky part is that the outcome of a memory manager is still the CPU assignment information, not unlike the Linux, which is totally independent for CPU manager and memory manager. So that's the third PR link I'm talking about. The others is that I'm setting up the CI workflow, a pro job for the added E2E Windows Node test. There used to be a framework, but it needs some update uh, because we have different working directory for Windows E2E node test, and also there used only to be a PR submit cron job. I added a periodic. Uh, this PR already merged, and I checked this morning. There are still some issues for running the periodic work. So I'm need to take a more look on that. Without the CPU affinity Windows E2E node test being merged right now is still testing or basically empty or a sample test from for Windows E2E. But after the CPU affinity node test being added and all the others following, we can actually test the Windows E2E node test. That's the two P the so the yeah, the first PR link is just while trying to do this work, I found that Linux there is another options which called Newman node distance, which it can get the information of the Newman node distance, which means, for example, Newman node 1 and 2 are close to Newman node 1 and 3. So that information will also help for the possible improvement of performance for the CPU assignment. But for Windows, we don't have this support. So the first thing is just a quick PR to update the error information. So for Windows Node, it will get more detailed, more clear error message instead of just get error out. That one also merged. Yeah. So the remaining work for the CPU memory affinity, beside the two running PRs, I'm still trying to add more tests related with topology manager. I think in reality we will have to only cover a subset of the topology manager task because there are so many different combinations for different managers and the different policy. For example, for topology manager, there are four different policy. None are best effort, single Newman node, and restricted. For CPU manager and the memory manager each have two different policies. So you can think of the different combinations of each. I think we will only have to cover the subset, important subset for these different combinations. And one issue that we are having right now, so for the multiple Newman node test, we will have to have VMs with multiple CPU Newman nodes. But I just checked the subscription, CNCF subscription. I have not found VMs with multiple Newman node yet. So I'm not sure. So we still need to investigate how can we get the VMs for the possible multiple Newman node test. Yeah, I saw Mark is online. So Mark and uh, uh, are there any information you want me to brief, or do you have any comments on how can we get the VMs to test with multiple Newman node?
Sure, that's right. Do we know what SKUs we want? I think we can try making a request through it. I can work with Lucky who manages subscription to get a quota request for that. If we know what SKUs and what regions.
Okay, yeah, your voice is a little bit far, but yeah, I will investigate, maybe propose VM skills we want to have, and yeah.
Okay, yeah, that probably would be the easiest ways to, if we can just come up with a short list of VM SKUs in some of the regions we test. But we can, that's for the, is that for the node ED tests specifically, or because we can, that's easier to steer to a different region, correct?
What's your question?
If
For
is that under the, are those tests going to be run under the node ED tests or the regular ED?
yes, that's
Okay,
the plan. Yes.
so then we can, I think that's a little bit easier to, if we
Okay.
need to have special regions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's try getting a list of SKUs that can work.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've been following the PRs and it looks really good. So thanks for pushing that, Jolene. If there is any specific piece that you need help, I may have cycles to like join you in that effort.
Yeah, I started reviewing the fixes and finish reviewing them today.
Okay. Yes. Thank you all. Oh, I also noticed comments from Red Hat. Some people called I don't remember the name, but it's not JR, but it's not another gym of JR, right? Yeah, there is another comments from Red Hat. Yes. Okay. Yeah, basically that's for me. So for the for the CPU memory affinity, yeah, I'm also wondering for the customer's point of view, how can they know that which, for example, which CPUs are actually assigned it looks to me the matrix is not that detailed enough. So yeah, I'm wondering.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
does it make sense like capturing that in a E2E test in a scenario where the schedule can like load balance based on the affinity?
Load balance, you mean?
Right.
Uh, in the test, we actually have some helper functions to log to the node to call some detail low level Windows API call to get the CPU assignment information and do validation. But I don't know in the actual Kubernetes world how the end user gets such information. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can still. For the load balance, I think we just through the protocol send the request to Windows. We see, so we believe we rely on Windows kernel to do the right assignment and yeah.
Right. Yeah. Good point. Makes sense.
Mm. Okay, yeah, that's basically all from me. Oh, another is that for the Windows unit test, there is a one persist failure, which may not related, probably related with some changes from Linux or infrastructure side. Yeah, but it has not been fixed. So for the PR, it kept showing that the Windows Master Unit Test is failing. Mark, do you have any more information on this or?
I think for the unit tests, we need to rebase in order to pick up the changes, like if the test is fixed. But I don't which one is it?
I don't remember the detail test case, but yeah, I can double check. But it looks to me that there are some changes which caused not the Linux side, but the Windows and the Linux PPE or some platform failing. But I think I can try to find the issues, and I'm not
Okay,
sure.
we
Yeah,
can use the
yeah.
fix for it then.
Hmm. Yep. Anything from you guys?
I don't have anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
I'm good.
good.
Lynn?
I'm good.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, David.
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. If that's the case, I think we can stop here today and meet you guys next time.
Thank you,
Okay.
Yolanda.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.